Hi everyone, my name is Liz Wetmore. I'm from the New Lenox Library, and today we're going to be making a magazine bowl. So if you have old magazines laying around, instead of throwing them in the garbage, why not make a piece of art out of them? So that's what we're going to do today. So you're going to start with the magazine, okay? And you're going to take off, oh wait, let me show you what we're making. It's this bowl. As you can see, it's made from a magazine, and this is what I'm going to show you how to do today. So let's get started. We're going to start with cutting off the cover of your magazine because you're not going to need that. That's too thick to work. So you're going to take your first page and you're going to cut it off. Okay, and so we're going to take that and we're going to fold it in half. Okay, and then we're going to fold it in half again. So it will be that size. So we're going to cut these now all into strips. So basically, you're going to follow your fold marks. And you're going to cut strips. Out of your magazine. Now to make this bowl, you're going to need about 70 of these strips. But you know, you can take your time. It does take a bit of time. But also if you want to make a bigger bowl, you can continue to keep going around. So your strips are going to just look like that, strips of paper. Okay, so that's the next step. So after you've cut your strips, and as you can see, I've cut a lot of strips, so I'm ready here to make another bowl. We're going to take our strip, okay, and we're going to fold this in half. I always like the colored side on the bottom because it kind of makes it look a little nicer, so completely up to you, but that's how I do it. Okay, so you're going to fold that straight in half, okay, and now we're going to fold in the sides so they meet our middle crease. So basically you're going to do that on both sides like that, okay? And then you're gonna cut it, you're gonna go ahead and fold it back down the middle. Till you get a nice strip, okay? And then you're gonna take a glue stick. I find a glue stick works better. I'm sure you could use a regular glue as well. It'd just be a little bit messier. And you're just gonna follow the glue stick all the way along the edge, the inner side, and you're gonna fold it back down in the middle. And you're gonna take and, you know, really make sure you got it folded well. And that is strip one. So that is what you take to make strips. And you are going to need 70 to make this bowl. Okay. So our next thing is we're going to take the strips and we're going to put them all together, okay? So you're gonna get all your strips that you have done. Have all these strips started. And you're gonna take a piece of parchment, okay? And some masking tape, and we're just going to cut really little pieces of masking tape and put that along your parchment paper. This just makes it a lot easier when you're working to get your tape right off. So I always kind of get a bunch of them ready so that I'm ready with my tape. The next thing you're gonna need is you're gonna need something really small to wrap around the paper. So I use like a skewer. It's like you can use the wooden ones. You can even use a toothpick. It's very thin, but that will work. But you don't want too much thicker than this because then your bowl will have a big hole at the bottom. So you want as small of an item as you can to wrap around it. And to start with, we're going to basically take our paper and we're going to wrap it around our item. So that's your toothpick, your skewer, a pen refill works really well. So you're just gonna keep rolling and you're doing it really tight. So you wanna make sure that you're really like kind of rolling it tight. Make sure you're rolling it even. You know, at times you'll have to straighten it out, make sure it's not rolling that it's all staying level. Okay, so you're gonna keep on rolling. And then when you have your roll done, you're gonna take out your instrument that you're using, and you have a roll like this. And as you can see, it's very tight. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of that masking tape that we cut, and we're just gonna seal it together like that. So that would be one roll, okay? And then you're going to start, now right where you left off with your tape, you're gonna start your next one. You basically just have to hold it there until you get it all the way around. And there you go, and you just keep rolling, okay? So we're gonna do it tight though. You know, you want your bowl to be pretty tight, because if it gets too loose, then it won't stay together well. So you wanna kind of roll this tight. Okay, and then when you get to the end, you're basically gonna do the same thing. You're gonna add a piece of tape at the end, and you are gonna keep on going till you get your 70 done, and that will look something like this. So this is 70. Okay, so you've been rolling, and now you're like, okay, we're ready to make our bowl. So basically, you're going to pull up on your bowl, leave enough flat at the bottom, and you want to try to get it as even as you can. Something like that. Okay, so you want to try to make sure it's level, and that you got a nice size bowl. This one is slightly bigger because I did it a little bit looser, but it still was 70. So, okay, so then you have that done. Okay, and then you are going to take some glue. I always get myself like a nice amount of glue. Okay, and you're going to take a paintbrush. I happen to have one of these foam things. You are going to glue the whole inside of your bowl. Don't worry if it starts to, like, you know, you can pull it, you can manipulate it. If it comes out, you know, you'll just have to put it back together. You can keep pulling this out while the glue's drying, so that won't be a problem. Now this works really good with decoupage, that other kind of glue, Mod Podge works, you know, that works really good too. It's a little thinner. This makes it a little bit thicker, but this is kind of all I had, so it still works. So basically, you paint the whole inside of your bowl with glue. And then you just gotta basically wait for it to dry. And once it dries, it's gonna look like this, okay? And I painted the inside black, and then I just painted the rim in a copper. Now you can take and decorate this rim. You can add sequins. You could do any kind of gems on here would be pretty. You could do three-dimensional kind of like little butterflies on the side. You can really make this your own. You can decorate it any way you want. You can paint the entire bowl or just leave it at the rim like I did. This is great to put your jewelry in or your coins. It's just a nice little thing to have on your end table and to say it's a piece of art that you made. And we didn't throw away any magazines. So I hope that you all enjoyed that today. Make sure to visit the New Lenox Library at newlenoxlibrary.org/at-home, because we have all sorts of videos going every day. We have programs happening. Also, we have tons of digital services for you, you know, to download books and ebooks and a lot of resources. You can learn a new language with Mango. So check it out at newlenoxlibrary.org, and I'll see you next Friday. Have a great Friday. Thank you.